Reach your left fingertips a little further. See if you can really tuck that left shoulder under. Twisting your spine. Even roll your gaze up towards the sky. Then we'll begin to unwind. Press into the earth. To lift that left arm back up, untwist, then gently float your hand back down to the earth. Now we're going to come down onto your belly. So you can bring your forearms down, walk your knees back, and bring your tummy all the way down to the floor. Now we're going to do a Sphinx pose here. So bring your forearms flat to the floor with your elbows stacking underneath your shoulders. So you have a nice right angle there. Now we roll your shoulders down your back. Lengthen your heart forward. Try to drag your rib cage between your two arms. Lift through the crown of your head and lengthen through your neck. Try not to dump down into your shoulders, shrugging your shoulders up to your ears, but rather lengthen your spine, reaching the tips of your shoulder blades down and the front of your chest reaching forward. So this is a very active pose in this Sphinx pose. Now spread your hands wide apart, like really spread your fingers wide. We're going to start to push some weight into the hands, lifting up a little bit higher. Now try not to just dump into your low back, but rather push up taller and only to the degree that it feels good in your middle back. We don't want to start crunching the low back, okay? So even if you need to stay low, that's fine. Just deepening that curve in the back. You want to roll your shoulders down, lengthen your heart forward, and just turn your gaze over your right shoulder. Then turn your gaze over your left shoulder. Nice little twist here. Coming back through center, we're going to lower your forearms all the way down. And from here, you can interlace your hands. So you get a nice grip with your hands. We're going to tuck your toes, walk your knees in, and then lift your hips up towards the sky. So this is a little dolphin pose. Now this is going to be a stretch for your legs for sure. But since our focus today is really on the back, you can bend your knees as much as you need or lift your heels as much as you need so that you're not over stretching your legs. But of course, it can definitely feel good to pedal out your knees, stretch into the backs of your legs. You know, this whole body is connected. So when you stretch one part, it has an effect on the other parts. But just make this feel good and safe for yourself. Now we're going to take this stretch a little deeper. Now look forward at your feet. Then press into your forearms and stretch your heart through your arms in the direction of your feet. So really open through your chest and shoulders, reaching your heart towards your toes. Scoop your belly up and in so you feel an activation through your core. You're going to start to feel a great stretch into your mid back. Oh yes. Let's softly lower your knees all the way down to the floor. Sink your hips back to your heels. You can take a little moment in child's pose here. Let your head fall down to the floor. Let your fingertips stretch forward towards the front of your mat and feel a gentle stretch through your shoulders. Take one more full cycle of breath right here. A deep inhale and exhale, release. And slowly slide your hands back to your knees. Press yourself all the way up into a kneeling position. If you have tension in your knees, if it's uncomfortable for you to kneel, you can always sit on your bottom. We won't be here for too long, so if it feels okay, You're going to reach your hands back and interlace your fingers. Squeeze your palms tightly. Then begin to stretch your fists back behind you. Roll your shoulders onto your back and lift your heart up. So you're going to feel a wonderful little back bend here, stretching your tummy, stretching your heart and chest open. Even lift your gaze to the sky. Take one more breath, really stretch, make it your best, and we'll slowly release back to center. And we're going to move into a twist here, reaching your left hand across to your right knee. Bring your right fingertips behind you and twist through your spine. Get a nice rotation here. And then we'll slowly come back around through center and all the way over to the left, bringing your right hand across, your left fingertips to the floor. Twist your heart around for 3, 2, 1, and we gently come back to center. And if you're comfortable kneeling, you can stay right here or adjust to sit all the way down. And we're just going to close our eyes and breathe here for a few rounds of breath. As you start to settle in, really feel deeply into your body. Breathe into that space behind your heart, behind your lungs. Use your breath to give you a massage from the inside. Notice all of that opening, that space that we've created through this practice today. And just know that you can come back to this practice anytime. Whenever your back is feeling tight, whenever it's starting to cause you pain and discomfort, you can always come back to this breath. You can always come back to these stretches and give yourself the medicine it needs to feel better. Thank you so much for joining me today and for allowing me to guide you in this practice. Thank you for being a part of this community and for sharing your love and your energy with all of us. May you be well. May you be happy and free from chronic pain, tension, and stress. I will look forward to seeing you in the next video. Until then, be well. Namaste.